Hey guys, welcome back to My Way of Life. I'm Lynn. If you've got sourdough discard piling up in the fridge, today we're turning it into the softest hamburger buns you will ever make. These hold up to the juicy burger without falling apart. Once you try them, you'll never buy store-bought buns again. Here's what you need: salt, all-purpose flour, 1 egg, softened butter, sugar, sourdough discard, warm milk, and salt. Plus, you'll need 1 more egg for the egg wash. Full amounts are in the recipe card and linked below. But the one thing to know is that the milk needs to be warm, not hot, around 100 to 110 degrees. Too hot and it kills your yeast before it even gets started. Start by adding your warm milk to the bowl of your stand mixer. Sprinkle in the yeast and sugar. Give it a good stir and let it sit for about 5 to 7 minutes. You want it foamy and fragrant. This step is not optional. If it does not foam up, your milk was too hot and your yeast is old, and unfortunately, you're gonna need to start again. Once it's bubbly, add your softened butter, sourdough discard, and 1 egg. I tested this recipe so many times I cannot even tell you. Bread flour versus all-purpose flour, water versus milk, honey versus sugar, every shaping trick out there. This version right here is the one that won every single time. Soft, slightly chewy, golden every time, and it comes together easier than you'd think. Oh, and did I mention how soft they were? Because that was a problem I always had with hamburger buns. They came out a little too hard, but I want a soft hamburger bun when I make my burgers. Then you're going to add your salt and flour. Knead for about 8 to 10 minutes until you get a smooth, slightly tacky dough. If you don't have a stand mixer, you can obviously mix this by hand on your counter. Just shape it into a ball after a good 10 minutes of kneading it by hand. Once it comes together into a ball, cover it and let it rise somewhere warm until it's doubled in size. That's usually an hour to 90 minutes. If your kitchen runs cold, my trick is popping it in the oven with just the light on. That little bit of warmth makes a huge difference when you're waiting for the bread to rise. Once it's doubled, turn it onto a counter and divide it into 6 or 8 equal pieces, just depending on how big you like your burgers. Take each piece and pull the edges under and roll it into a ball. That tension is what helps your bun hold their shape instead of spreading out flat. Place them on a parchment-lined baking sheet and press down gently to flatten them out again. Cover them and let them rest again for 45 minutes to an hour until they look puffy and noticeably bigger. Do not rush this part. If you skip it, your buns can split in the oven and you lose that soft, fluffy texture. While your oven preheats to 375, whisk up your egg wash with a splash of water and brush it over every bun. This is what gives you that shiny golden top. Add sesame seeds or bagel seasoning if you want, or leave them plain. Then bake for 20 to 25 minutes until they're a deep golden brown. Let them cool in the pan for a few minutes, then move them to a wire rack. I know it's hard to wait, but they really do firm up as they cool. And look at that, soft, golden, and ready for whatever you're grilling up this weekend. Quick tip, these freeze beautifully. I always like to make a double batch and freeze half so we have buns ready all summer long. And if you want hot dog buns, use this exact same dough, just shape it into a log instead. The full recipe and all my tips are linked below. If you make these, tag me, I'd love to see them. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.